All right. I'm making this video because I'm fed up. The receipts are in and they're longer than $1,000 CVS bill. The hate, the visceral hate that Jalen Brunson received when he first came to the Knicks is shameful. That's the best way to describe it. It's shameful. All these so-called analysts that you get paid a lot, millions of dollars, some of them, a lot of them, and more power to them, get your money. But for them to be this wrong, and it's former players too. It's not just, I mean, it's just everybody, man. Like I'm making this video because the whole sports world owes Jalen Brunson an apology forever. Like that should just be a saying. Like and you finish your soliloquy and then you're like, and I'm sorry, Jalen Brunson. My apologies, Jalen Brunson, and apologies to Jalen Brunson. That should just be a saying now because the hate that he received when he first came to the Knicks, the lack of belief and motivation and support that he didn't receive, it's unlike almost any other player that I can think of. I've never heard of a player leaving free agency and get scrutinized the way he did. And the reason why he got scrutinized is because he was going to the Knicks. That's the only reason. If he would have went to the Bucks, if he would have went to the Heat, if he would have went to the Wizards or you know um the Kings or something, nobody would have cared. But the fact that he was coming to the Knicks and it was understood without saying that, and plenty of people did say it, that we needed a savior. And KD's out there and Kyrie's out there. They go to Brooklyn. And of course, we miss out on Zion and we missed out on Steph. And the list goes on and on. The terrible draft picks. I can go on and on about that. But it's not about that. This is about Jalen Brunson. And the fact is that when he came here and was perceived, even though it wasn't said, and he said it himself, but if you come to the Knicks as a free agent, you're perceived to be a sort of savior because at that time, that's all we need. That's all we have to, you know, look for. We need a savior. We've been one of the, worst franchises in the last 30 years and one of the most disappointing franchises in the last 50 years, where it's like we're just that close. And it's funny because I'm wearing my Eagles stuff right now because I am a diehard Eagles fan too. And, a lot of you guys know that. And I'm a Knicks fan. But just like the Eagles, just like another highly doubted star player named Jalen on my Eagles team, you know what I mean, beat the odds. And it's no coincidence that, people ask me why am I, a Knicks fan and Eagles fan. I'm from New Jersey. If you know anything about Jersey, Jersey's cut in half. You have South Jersey, which is influenced by Philadelphia, North Jersey, which is influenced by New York. This is why Jalen Brunson and Cat, who are also New Jersey boys, are Eagles fans. So, you know what I mean? All we do is win right now. That's all I know. And it's so poetically justified that these are two of the most um disparaging franchises of late, you know what I mean, except for as of late in history. They're both blue chip franchises, both started in their respective professions as one of the, uh, um, blue chip franchises and founding franchises in their respective professions. They both were, very good in the beginning of their franchises, and then it just went on this drought. I mean, a drought through the most of the 70s. You know what I mean? Especially for the Eagles, all the 80s, all the 90s, all the 2010s. Remember, the Eagles didn't win the 2017. I know we the hottest shit in the world right now, but I mean, if you're a real Eagles fan, it was real. And then on top of that, couple that on top of, being a Knicks fan, it was real for me. And I'm a basketball player. That's my first sport. So, it was always tough, when people ask me what team I am and what team I have, and I'll be like, the Knicks, and they'd be like, oh, damn. And I'm like, I get it, because we were sorry for a long time. It was the same way with the Eagles until we got over that hump. Actually, the Eagles winning, made me believe, you know what I mean, that it could happen. I ain't think it was going to happen, this soon. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Thank God, I lived to see it. I got to see the Eagles win their first championship and the Knicks win their first championship this century. You know what I mean? So, it's been phenomenal for me, but I'm just saying, like, I would have bet that the Eagles win two more Super Bowls before the Knicks win the finals. I mean, it's that hard to win the finals, man. Don't get me wrong, no disrespect to football, because football is the hardest sport because it's the most physical sport. But every team, if you put the right team together, they can get a chance that year. They can come out of nowhere and just win it all. That's football. You know what I'm saying? But basketball ain't like that, bro. Basketball is like, bro, you gotta get up in it. You feel me? You gotta lose and come back and make trades and hopefully, get good draft picks and a good coach. Everything got to come together perfectly for, you got to have a dog that don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to be on it and ball. So to win, especially when you're the Knicks, because everybody plays their best against us. Everybody wants to show off against the Knicks. That's an NBA. That's an unspoken of NBA tradition, is to show your ass when you play the Knicks. People want to show their ass anyway because they in Madison Square Garden. Everybody wants to show their ass. So it is what it is. So it just comes with the territory. So you're not just getting the highest competition in the world. You're getting the highest competition in the world playing their hardest because Rihanna might be in you know what I mean? Rihanna might be on the court or something like that, So you got that. But getting back to my original point, what this video is about, this is about Jalen Brunson, man. And, for his story is so magical, it's really storybook, because he's a small guy. He's always had talent. He's always been good, but he's always been doubted. And then he gets this insurmountable task of bringing a championship to the Knicks. It's been 50 years. I mean, when he got there, it was what, 49, 48 years or something like that? You know what I mean? So it was 50 years when he got here. So it's 50 years to do this quote unquote impossible task and break this phenomenal curse, maybe the biggest curse in sports, definitely the biggest curse in sports as of late, because the Cubs, they did what they did and broke that 100+ year curse, 103 year, whatever the hell that shit was. That shit was crazy. And you know what the Red Sox did, and you know what the Eagles did. So everybody's kicking ass and breaking these curses, and the Knicks are still nicking, So it's phenomenal what he's done, and especially with all the hate he got. I mean, it was hate. It's hate. It's level. It's criticism, and then there's hate. You know what I mean? And Jalen got hate, bro. Me as a Knicks fan, I seen what I'm from the East Coast, like I'm an Eagles fan, so I know my basketball team is UConn, but you feel me? I follow Villanova, I follow Temple, you know what I mean? So I'd seen what he did, you know what I mean, at Villanova with the boys, and, becoming a national player of the year, just like a small guard did with Jameer Nelson, you know what I mean, with St. Joseph's and all that. So you never know, you know what I mean? And then I seen what he did with Dallas in the playoffs, and I don't care what nobody says. If you play good in the playoffs, you can play NBA ball. You feel me? When you play good when you dropping, the nigga dropped 40 in the play, he dropped 41. Like, we're dropping this crazy numbers. And the way that he scores, it's so consistent. He has a consistent game. Yes, he pulls rabbit out the hat sometimes, but it all goes back to his fundamentals, that he's just good at doing the regular shit. Just like all the great players were. They were just good at doing the regular shit. Jordan. He's just good at doing regular shit. Yes, he can high fly. He's athleticism, but if he just needs to turn around and hit a fadeaway in your face, he's going to do that. Kobe the same. You know who? Allen Iverson. He had a great. Nobody talks about Allen Iverson's jumper. Allen Iverson had one of the greatest mid-range jumpers ever. Like that nigga, that shit was money. You know what I mean? So when you have a game that can just Tim Duncan, he could just rely on his shot, the bank shot, or something like that. You know what I mean? The list goes on and on of guys who just had a nice fundamental game that if push came to shove, they could go back to that and just rely on that to get them over the hump. You know what I mean? And he has that game, especially playing off of 2 feet and everything. But the whole freaking sports world owes Jalen Brunson an apology. Not just for the not just for the hate that he received, but for the fact that he fucking did this shit. And the way he did it. He didn't just do it. It wasn't like, yeah, he led the team with some no disrespect to anybody, Chris Paul or Kyrie, and he did his thing, but he did it all. He averaged 32, scored 45 in the last, every clutch shot, every made basket, every lead change to go up. I mean, he did everything. Shout out to OG with the tip. We already know that list forever, but we already know. I told people, you know what I mean? They was talking that everybody gonna talk to me because they know I'm a Knicks fan. So they was like, OG gonna get MVP. OG should get MVP. I'm like, no, he shouldn't, because OG's good game. You feel me? OG's best game or really good game. Not to disrespect OG because he that nigga too. Is Jalen's regular game. That's a regular game for Jalen. You get used to it. You get fatigued to seeing a nigga nice all the time, especially when he ain't dunking on niggas and wilding out. And you feel me? He just smoking your ass on mad different little nigga shit. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. You can't. You feel me? Big body Brunson. It is what it is. You feel me? Like just like Tim Duncan. Just like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan didn't wow you, but he smoked your ass. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Tim Duncan smoked everybody, nigga. Everybody. Name him. He did him dirty, nigga. Your favorite player, nigga. He ate him, nigga. So Jalen on the same type of time. But like, I just want the apology to be as loud as the hate, because the hate was so loud, man. It was so fucking loud. They ripped my nigga, yo. And he just kept going, kept trucking. The little engine that could. He's really the little engine that could, bro. And he did, bro. Do you understand what it is to win the NBA Finals for the New York Knicks? It's been over. I went to the parade and everything, and I'm still off of it. Because it's like, whoa. And I'm an Eagles fan. I know what it is to wait and win it, and oh my God, we beat Tom Brady. Oh shit, that shit was, and I ride that shit too. We rode that shit, but then this shit's different, bro. This shit different. This shit different, bro. Cause it's like we were the underdogs. We felt like we were the underdogs, like we was the underdogs with the Eagles and all that. And I get that part, but really we was kicking ass that year, and then and then my Wentz got hurt and shit. You feel me? But still, we still had a good team. Like Wentz was the MVP before he got hurt that year. You know what I mean? Before they gave the time, like we was rolling. You know what I mean? But this team, this was a 53 win team. We were losing games. We had a bad January. I mean, we were up and down. Like we win the cup, look crazy. Then we go on this losing streak at the All Star break. And then we go on All Star game. We win the little thing and little contest in All Star game. And then we playing. And then we go down. Especially going down 2-1. That going down, like, it was so. See. We're so as a Knicks fan, as a true Knicks fan, you're so used to the other foot dropping, dog. Like, it's a inevitable. Like, the other foot be like every time you did, like it's not even dropping. It's just like this far from the ground. It's just about to just touch it. And it was so used to that when things happen, you're like, oh my God, not again. So when we down 2-1 to Atlanta, it's like, come on, guys, like, come on, yo. And then boom, magic. We caught lightning in a bottle, and the reason we could catch lightning in a bottle is because you have a player like Jalen Brunson. A team can only catch lightning like that and when they have a superstar player, because the superstar player gives them the foundation. Okay, y'all niggas can wow the fuck out because I'm going to do me. I'm going to hold us down. Don't worry about it. Y'all do y'all. And that's it. And he plays and especially the game he plays with the class that he has. He doesn't complain. He doesn't he doesn't rage at the refs. He does, you know what I mean? He just plays a solid good. He gets fouled way more than he gets called for, just like Steph Curry did in his prime. Nobody got fouled more than Steph Curry didn't get the calls. It's shameful. Like, I understand you want to let people play and all that, but call the fouls. Like, the NBA's really been slipping on a lot of things, calling fouls, calling carries, calling walks. Like, how you going to expect the game to be fair? The rules are in place for a reason, so people don't take advantage. But anyway, I digress. The whole sports world, all you clowns, you know who you are. I don't even got to say your names because y'all plastered everywhere. Oh, it's on repeat too. Ain't nobody letting it go neither. All you stars, all you analysts from all you different shows and platforms, everybody has receipts on y'all ass, and y'all should just keep on apologizing to Jalen Brunson and admit that you're wrong, and it's okay to be wrong because we all were really wrong. Because I don't give a fuck who you are, Knicks fan not. Didn't nobody think Jalen Brunson was going to win us a championship? I mean, not in the beginning. I mean, yeah, after a couple of years and he was wilding and shit, we like, oh shit, we about to win this shit with this nigga. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, after the first year, it's like, all right, this nigga, he might be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? But then when he first came, ain't nobody believe that shit. You know what I mean? But we ain't ridicule him. We believe. Like, ain't real nigga, we believe. Like, fuck it, that nigga cook when he won. Let's see if he cook. You feel me? Him and Julius gonna cook. Woo-ah, woo-ah. But, I had to hold him down because he's an Eagles fan. Anyway, he ain't from Jersey, so I was already holding him down. You Jersey boy, you know how we do. Jersey boys win rings, and that's what somebody needs to realize. New Jersey basketball players win rings. We're some of the best basketball players in history, and we keep proving it to y'all. It took Jersey boys to bring a ring to the Knicks. Shout out Cat, and shout out the mother freaking captain Jalen Brunson. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to apologize for all those analysts that deserve an apology. I'm on behalf of everybody who doubted you your whole life, especially all these quote unquote experts. I'm apologizing for them because you deserve it. You are the king of New York. You've done it with class. You've done it with heart. You did it with skill. You did it with hard work. And we're all extremely proud of you. And thank you. Salute. Jalen Brunson. You are king.